already on that. You need some loving from a real one.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm going to show you guys how I had some old weave and made a wig out of it. If you want to know how, just continue watching this video. So the first thing I'm going to use is a wig cap. I got this from my local beauty supply store. A weave brush or a wig brush, whatever you like to call it. A rat tail comb. A styrofoam head. I already have the cap on top of the head. And a stand, of course, to hold the head. Some old hair. This is some old hair that my friend gave me. She wanted me to make a wig out of it. And this is her closure. This closure, as you can tell, it's damaged. It was damaged when she gave it to me, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to see what I can do with it. The left half of it was cut off. I don't know why it was cut off, but it was. So first I'm going to take the wig head and I'm going to put the closure on it. As you can tell, the closure already has a part in it because, like I said, this was some old hair that she wore in her head that she took out a while ago and wanted me to make a wig out of it. So now I'm just going to take the closure and place it on the head. She wants a side part, so I'm just going to arrange the closure on the side of her head. It really doesn't matter what side I put it on, because if I put it on the left, she can still wear it on the right side. So now I'm just going to take these pins and I'm going to use the pins to hold down the closure so it does not move anywhere when I'm sewing it down. Next, I'm going to take this needle, and I already pre-threaded it before the video, and I'm just going to now start sewing down the closure, as you can see right here. One side of the closure has the band around it where it originally came, and the left side of the closure does not, because that side was cut off. So what I have to do is, when I'm sewing it, I'm just going to have to sew in between the closure and not through the weft that originally comes through the closure. And I'm just going to have to sew it in really small and tight together to make sure it does not rip. By the way, sorry if you guys see my broken nail in this video. I broke it on something and it hurts right now, so I can't go get it done. So I already sewed the side and the back down, and now I just have to sew the side down that's ripped, like I said before. So I'm just about to finish sewing down the back, and then I'm gonna show you guys the side that's ripped and how I sew that part down. Okay, so this right here is the side that's ripped, and as you can see, it does not have a band on it. So what I have to do is I'm gonna have to hold it down really tight and just put small, I mean not put small, but sew it really tight together, tight and close together. I'm sorry, I'm just saying anything. Really tight and close together so that it does not rip any more than what it already has. And this, so that because it's going to be a wig, that means it's going to stretch out when you put it on the head. So that's why I gotta sew it really close and tight together. It's many different ways that you can sew. As you can see right here in this video, I'm sewing it under, but sometimes I sew it over. Just to make it really close and tight together, I'm going to sew it under and then loop it in together. As you can see, I'm getting closer to the top, and the top was also ripped also, so you can see where the part is. And on the left side, you can see that the left side is all curved too from when it was cut. So when I'm going to be sewing the tracks up, I'm gonna have to sew the tracks onto the closure to make sure it lays down nice and flat also. And this is the whole thing sewed down all the way around, and you can see right here on this side where it goes all the way up top because it was cut. So now I'm going to take the hair, and it's time to put the hair on the wig cap. So first I brush it out to make sure it don't have any tangles or knots or anything, and then I take the rubber band that I have on it and I just brush it some more to ensure that it doesn't have any knots on it. So at the bottom, I'm going to start off by doubling the wefts because this is 4 bundles. So to ensure that I put all 4 bundles in it, I gotta make sure that the bottom is doubled, and that way also it can be thick. So down here at the bottom, I think I'm doing over and under. I also forgot to mention that when I'm going in at the end of the tracks, when I first started, I like to go in through the wefts to make sure that it's in there instead of going in under the wefts. So when I'm sewing it right here, when I'm sewing the hair onto the caps, I'm going in under the wefts and not through the weft. But when I reach the end of the track, when I'm getting ready to fold it, then that's when I take the needle through the wefts to make sure that it's nice and stable. And this is me just tugging on it so you can see how nice and tight it is. And even when I brush it, it's still nice and tight, secure onto the cap. So now I'm just going to fold it and just basically complete the same step over and over. So I pretty much off camera did the most of the tracks onto the cap, and this is pretty much what it looks like. This side, the left side isn't filled in as much as the left side is, because the left side isn't filled in as much as the right side is, because the right side is the side So right here in this part, I just have this little section left right here. So I'm just going to take this last piece of track and I'm just basically going to connect the track and the closure together to bring this to an end basically. Now that I'm done and everything is all sewed up, I'm just going to brush the hair in case it have gotten tangled while I was sewing it up. And basically that's it. So like I said, well, I didn't really say this, but this is not really like a professional way on anything. This is just how I be making wigs. I see people that be using a sewing machine and whatever, and I don't really have a sewing machine. I just use the regular old needle and thread way. So now I'm just going to take the closure out of the clips, and I'm just going to show you guys how it looks. I was just pulling on it and tugging on it to make sure that it was tight, and of course it was. And I'm about to after I take it out, I'm going to brush it, and then I'm going to take some foam, some foam wrap, whatever it's called. And I'm just going to set it on the closure so that it would lay down nice and flat. Basically, if you didn't know, if you want your closure to lay down flat, you just basically put some foaming wrap on it and blow dry it or let it air dry, and it would, you know, lay flat basically. As you can see, this hair was got really tangled. It got really tangled when I was sewing it in, but it came out really great, if I do say so myself. This is how I make my wigs. As you can tell, when I be wearing my wigs, they be looking pretty nice. And you can see that the closure part is like really bumpy, but you can see that it looks really nice even for a closure that was torn or cut or wherever it was. So this is just me putting the foaming wrap on there. I got it from my local beauty supply store. It smells like oranges. And I'm just putting it on there and smoothing it in with my fingers so that it can lay flat. Turning around, showing you guys what it looks like. And after this, I'm just going to cut the black part of the cap out where the closure is, so it can just be like, you know, the skin tone or whatever. So that's the only part you have to cut out. It's just basically the closure part. So I already cut the closure part out, and this is what it looks like on my foam head. You can see right through it, and you can see the white of the foam head, and it's still drying from me putting the foam wrap on there. And yeah, I was just rubbing it through it, and it's really long. Do not mind my messy room. Like, the lighting in this room is like horrible, so I was moving all over the place trying to get a good lighting. So this is the wig. I think it's 26 inches. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but it was some old hair and I made a wig out of it. So yeah.